Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and
the public has nothing to fear.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been lost. Where did you get such an idea?
Perhaps by next Christmas. Oh, no more reconnaissance flights. The interference field is bringing down aircraft like clay pigeons.
Let me be clear. Our experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm. The situation in Cumberland is well in hand.
Is anybody there? I need help. Who are you? What are you doing in here? I thought this place was secure. Where's Dr. Powell? You don't know. Lying here in a sealed bunker inside the quarantine zone, and you don't know. Damn it, listen, I'll help you. Explain what I can. But I need your help in return, all right? You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong. The only way to Windscale is through the interchange. You'll need my key card. Or you'll never get in. There are people, God, people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free. I've lost so much blood. I can't think straight. There should be supplies nearby. Alcohol and rest. Stop the bleeding, please. Hurry, please. It hurts like the devil. Such a stupid, careless mistake. Was ambushed by one of those bloody thieves. Outlaws. They call themselves. Probably got the out too. I think I was meant to break the quarantine. I wouldn't survive in there now. The plan is starting to feel unimportant. But I know that's wrong. What's the matter with me? I hate this. Please, a bandage. Please help me. Very well. I'm hardly in a position to negotiate. What matters most is that the truth gets out. Here's my key card. It will get you out of here and into the interchange. It doesn't matter what else happens. As long as the truth of this place gets out. Here are my notes. Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do. You better get out of here before my condition gets any worse. Just go! Go, damn you! The interchange holds the truth. You must not forget. It's important. Be on your guard out there. Everything is a threat.
Quarantine protocol is in effect. This door must remain sealed. Must remain. Emergency access has been granted. 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 Emergency acc
hiding, chum. I'm between you and the exit. You tagged me, but I tagged your bloody sight worse. Show your face. Let's get it over with, eh? Come out, come out. Tea's getting cold. Off with you, or you'll regret. Hello, stranger. Not seen you around this stretch before. How do? Where did you come from, then? Say, you do look a little the worse for wear. You've got luck on your side, not getting snatched out by something foul while you were dozing. Listen, if you don't mind my saying, you don't look much like a local. You didn't walk in from, well, from the outside. You what? Boffins all died when their atom plant went up in flames. Not seen any of them for 5 years. Only outlaws and loons round here now. And you'll want to give them all a wide berth. You poor bugger. You can't remember now, can you? This place? The quarantine zone. That's what the soldiers called it. Just sort of stuck after a while. It's this big old chunk of land inside the walls. They put those buggers up fast enough when it all went to clagging here. My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers. This place has been off for years. There've been strange happenings. You have to be careful who you trust. Not civilized round here anymore, just savages that roam about. And a few survivors, like myself. Things have been bad ever since the government built that plant across the water. Shady, secret stuff them scientists were up to. Whatever they were doing, they were right keen to bury it when it went wrong. Listen, I overheard them once, the blokes in noddy suits. The ones that appeared right after the disaster, talking about their quarantine. How they had to seal the place. Said something about an interchange, a secret project. But I should stop talking before I get carried away. Now personal. I can be a right chatterbox, that's all. It's what they chucked me out of the village for, the buggers. Aye? Well, I was speaking truth. From a certain point of view. Wyndham's not been civilized since the soldiers moved in. Running the place like prison camp. Calling themselves protocol. I can point you to it. But I've no desire to return. You ask me, those that stayed might have done better out here. Now, I'm not sure I should be saying out more to a stranger. Easy now. I only heard the name. But I'd wager it's buried under these hills. This place is riddled with secret bunkers. Or so I've heard. Such things were kept hidden from the likes of us, of course. But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. An ear for information has Molly. She's usually camped just north of here. Now I really should stop talking. Now personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you? So long. Watch yourself around here, aye?
Let's have no strife. Don't you go asking for decent care for me. Bloody right, pal, you tell her.
Oh, come on now, don't be daft. Not seen you around here before. Your lot shouldn't be wandering this far out village. It's safe. That is where you came from, the village. Well, course you're not one of them. You're a stranger to these dales, aren't you? Clear as crystal now I look at you, and I'm good at reading people. It's a right handy skill. Especially if you want to get any good business done. My name's Molly. If you've got out to trade, I got some bits and bobs for sale. They kept what they were doing hidden from us locals, right up until the day the atom plant went bang across the mere. Well, you won't find any boffins left here now, but turns out they've been digging out secret bunkers all over the place. Riddle these hills like woodworm in an old sideboard. I might just know the location of one or two of them. Not that that kind of thing comes for free, you understand. You've met old Nat? He's a good soul, is Nat. Could talk the hind legs off a donkey. Well, any friend of his is a friend of mine. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to give you a little something for free. I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. Now, only the boffins would have built something like that. They said it was signed, the interchange. It's inside a bunker that overlooks the quarry, if you've been over that way. Here, I'll mark it for you. Well, before everything were a mess, I used to be a tinker. Travelling round, fixing things for folk. Sharpening knives and scissors, selling pots and pans. Afterwards, couldn't get stuff off the markets to sell anymore. So I thought, Molly, my girl, you need to become a broker. That's what I do. I sort out deals. And I do it fairly. Reputation's about the only thing worth spit now. How's this sound? We do a bit of trading. And here's the thing. I get right gossipy when I'm trading. I bet you wouldn't mind hearing a bit of local gossip, would you? Make a trade, and maybe I'll throw in some information for free. Very good. Whoa, now that's nice. Oh, don't see many of those. Very good. Oh, you got yourself a bargain, ain't ya? If out new comes into me hands, it goes straight in stock. Just saying. It's worth coming back to see. Oh, I feel some uncontrollable gossiping coming on. Pin back your luggles. You seen the wreck convoy nearby? Oh, that were a sight when it happened. Big bang, down came the bridge. All the lorries and that came tumbling down like Jack and Jill. Aye, I saw someone come away. They were a ways off, but I suppose it must have been one of the soldiers. They went towards the rail yard. Didn't see anyone else get away though. Poor sods. Outlaws reckon it were them from the woods. The druids, we call them. I didn't reckon they'd know their way round dynamite. Bridge was proper blown up. The druids were all over the place like flies after though. So maybe it's true. Just not heard of them taking on something so big before, that's all. You're right welcome. You need anything, Molly'll be here.
Nice and easy. Nice and slow. You're
Don't know why we're hanging around. We got all the good laid down already. Trent, I've killed far worse than you. Won't get jammy twice. You're scuppered.
You're scuppered. Leave him. Keep fighting.
You're dead. You hear me? Dead.
Bloody hell! You tell him! Hang on, you'll be fine.
Die for what you've done. Bastard!
Steady now. We'll have no strike. Let's just calm down, eh? I'll have your head. Christ, watch yourself, mate. Yeah, tell him. Reloading.
You little...
While I shoot you.
What the? Oh, come on. Put your mind in it. Don't you go asking for trouble or you'll get it.
For it now.
Watch out, bombs out. Yeah, make him regret being born. I killed Fox.
This is our time. Come on then.
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the quarantine protocol. And the banditry and other breaches of the penal charter will be severely punished. In the name of Queen and country, follow protocol or face the consequences. Well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could. Keep your nose clean. Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details once scheduled. Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Those bean counters in War Office, but they've given her a war with his pension by
sorted
now.
out by
And I
kicking
want
the
to
elderly
know
out of
why
the rooms,
not.
do you?
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable?
The bloody cheek of you! Ah, at least the outlaws have the common decency to rob us blind and not tell us it for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old knout. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You'd never took us in the prison. I'd die there. You'd never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye, I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Now gather your tat and get out.
To think, I used to whinge about my hometown being boring. I'd give my eye teeth to be back in Swindon now.
Of insubordination or disrespect against the soldiers protecting you here
I know exactly
are in
how many
essence
steps it takes to
treasonous
get from the
and
lake
will be
edge to
treated
the
as
top
such.
of the village.
Please,
I'm going mad.
don't
I
make
know
us
it.
hurt you.
Hands away from any weapons, you. I see you. Is anyone out there? Hey, keep your eyes peeled now. Ah, that's over. Thank goodness.
I said to him, where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him? That bloody peacock says, oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained.
He never. They put poor Mr. Wilmore in that prison of theirs. What for?
Wouldn't say, would he? Eh? All full of martial law this and special powers that.
Ugh, bunch of little Hitlers.
Aye. Our Davy never came back from France in last one.
Oh, I know.
If he was still here with us, he'd have spat in the eye, that pompous little... The words fail me.
I know. But just keep mum about how cross you are, though. If they'll lock up Mr. Wilmore, they'll lock up anybody.
Why here, of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the... Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave, please. I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. These are awful times. If news of this gets out, things will get worse, I assure you. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. All I can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle. Because if anyone so much as puts a foot out of line here, that captain claps someone in chains. So if he caught wind of a thing like this, I fear for myself and for my congregation. Besides, this is a village matter. We shall attend to it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail. We had naught to do with it. I always liked Maisie. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours. Like I said, this is none of your business, stranger. If you want to play detective, stick to the crime scene. Leave us bystanders alone.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. What in heaven's name shall we do with you, Maisie?
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers. I don't know why the locals act like that. We're protecting them, the bloody ungrateful swine.
Yeah, let's not have any trouble.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible.
Citizens, it has come to my attention, again, that despite warnings, certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities. To wit, certain barbaric pagan practices. Now, in normal times, I'm sure your local folklore and beliefs.
This blasted place. Not sure about you.
Watch your step.
One day, I'll leave here and get through the wall. Somehow. Don't know how yet, but one day.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blown.
Man's stupid. They're all stupid.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers.
Aggressive civilian! Stand back, citizen!
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. Oh, well, they get into everybody's business, bunch of busybodies digging around until they find all your secrets. But I've got nothing to hide, nothing at all. I haven't. My, well, that's good to know. But I can hardly trust a stranger, can I? I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Bye now.
Addressing civilian! Stand back,
A new customer. How do? Not often we see new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There were a lady scientist here not so long ago. Dr. Garrow. They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on Scathamore. Well, I heard, and I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered summit to one of them big gun turrets of theirs over at their camp, and the thing shut off, just like that. She waltzed right into the camp, and soldiers were all turned about looking for her. Captain didn't like being made a fool of like that. Of course, that's just hearsay and gossip. And I don't gossip, me. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see them. But after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty around here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? Aye, there were. And the captain weren't right happy about it neither. Now he calls it his duty to enforce the quarantine protocol. And it's pretty nasty about how he goes about it. Army boys even took it as their own name. But I reckon he secretly wants to get out of here, same as us. And he'll push us down if it gives him a leg up. Anyhow, I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did you have in mind? Aye. Well, look. There's ways and means. The old government bunkers, the ones they reckon were secret. Like anything stays a secret round here for long. If it's special gear you want, have a poke round in any bunker you find. I've heard there's some grand doings to be had in them, but watch yourself. Few of them are safe. Don't see many of those. Pleasure doing business with you, my friend. All sorts comes through here, so don't be shy about coming back. Might have something new for you. Let me ask you something. The soldiers, protocol as they go by. What do you make of them? Blimey, you don't mince your words, do you? Not that you'd find many who disagree around here, though. Look, I'm willing to trust you've your heart in the right place, and I need help with something. Soldiers have got their eyes on me, but they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, for the moment at least. I need to collect a few messages. Not important, you understand, but I can't stick me nose out of the door without the soldiers taking an interest. You they'll let walk out of the village. So I need you to go to Skethermore for us. Oh, don't worry yourself. The messages aren't incriminating her out, if that's what's worrying you. They're just, you know, important to me. There's something in it for you and all. Not asking you to do out for nout. I need a message collecting from Nora. Careful with her. She's not fond of strangers. But it'll be all right if you see I sent you. She hides out in her barn on Skethermore. I'll mark it for you. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Skethermore, but we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. See you around.
I miss seeing John Mills at pictures. He's right dreamy.
Keep your nose clean. One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Do as you're told, right?
outlaws sniffing around the village perimeter again. We should deal with those scum once and for all. Steady now, no sudden moves. I don't see him, is it over?
I don't know why the locals act like that. We're protecting them, the bloody ungrateful swine.
Let's not have any trouble.
What have you done, you monster? You asked for this.
If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives. You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. If you approach any military areas in the area, you will be presumed to have hostile intent, and you will be fired upon. Remember, a warning shot is a wasted bullet. You have been warned.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned to avoid confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform, which means you're not one of us army lads. Protocol now, that's what we go by. Well, this region you're in is our land for a start. We took over an old RAF place. Good and secure. We see off any threats from there. Take warning now. Outlaws have tried it on in the past. And it's made the patrols here in Skedamore a bit trigger happy. If you've plans to wander about, be careful. Soldiers won't tell you from the next bugger, and they'll shoot before they ask. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So, I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? Well, that's all hush-hush, as you can imagine. Something odd came out of the government projects here, and anything that doesn't look right, well, Captain has us burn it to cinders. There's this stuff you see, and I should stop talking. Captain has had my eyes if he knew. You'd understand. You gotta be careful being so nosy around here. Look, I don't know much, but whatever the boffins are working on over at the atom plant, talk is it infected the soil. Strange growths sprout up now and again. That's when the special detachment gets its orders to go and torch the stuff. But you let us protocol not worry about that, eh? It's our job to protect this place after all, and the captain's proper serious about it. Yeah, but everywhere's dangerous in the zone. The trick round here is to stay away from our outposts, then you should be all right. There's our camp, of course, and then the special detachment is garrisoned in a commandier's RAF bunker. Well, the flyboys weren't using it, so why not? Steer well clear of both of those spots. I'll mark them for you. See you around, chum.
This land looks safe. This land is not safe. You should be cautious in this land. This land may kill you.
Hello? Who's out there? Stay back. What are you doing in here? Who knows what might have followed you? You're seriously asking me that? Just look at what it's like out there. Look, if you've a question about these caves, I can help. I don't know much about out else, though. Supplies I could trade, if that's what you're after. Interchange? Now, why does that ring a bell? I'm sorry. My memory ain't what it were. Mayhap it'll come back to me. You know, I must say, it's nice to talk to someone. Someone who's properly here, that is. Not just a voice in my head. Oh. Said that out loud, did I? Oh, I know how that must sound. But, exactly that. Well, voices, really. More than one. But, well, now, you really are a stranger, aren't you? They don't know who you are. Usually, you see, the voices tell me when someone's coming. That's how I know to hide. Well, aye. On occasion. It's like this, you see. They chatter away. The voices in my head. Not all the time, but a lot of it. Sometimes they're only whispers. Other times, not often, it's like they're standing right next to me. Hard to make out most of the time, but other times, they whisper about places. Hidden, secret places. Sometimes I think they're whispering from such places. Or I'm there, listening to them. Lord, I shouldn't be telling you this. It could make them angry. I wonder, perhaps if you can find it and open it. Listen, I used to work these mines. The biggest one, the boffins took over when they arrived, started building something inside. Now, what did they call the place? But yes, Interchange. That was it. And I've heard the voices say that name. I'm sure I have. They closed up the old mine entrance, but I suppose they must have hidden a new one elsewhere. Mayhap the voices are ghosts, trapped inside. Mayhap opening a way to them will make the voices happy. Mayhap they'll leave me alone then. A few months back, people outside the walls sent in a convoy. All soldiers and that. They'd have been heading to the interchange, I'm sure. Didn't get far, of course. They were an ambush. Could hear the screaming a mile away. You'd maybe find some clues if you search through wreckage. I'll mark the spot for you. Oh, don't think they've done so for years now. On account of their people never getting back out again. Now it gets out of here. Whole point of a quarantine, isn't it? I can tell you my story, I suppose. I used to work this mine. No, but your run-of-the-mill slate mine. Until they found some in one of the workings. Next thing we know, we're up to our necks in white coats and khaki, made to sign the Official Secrets Act, even though we know now and been told less. A few years later, something goes properly wrong at that factory thing they built across the mere. And now, here I am living in a hole. Nope. All I know is they closed up the mines and started building bunkers everywhere. They reckoned bunkers were secrets too. Like you can dig big holes in the ground without everyone and their dog in the neighborhood knowing about it. Well, this tunnel's part of the old cart route. What's left of it, any road. It's like a loop, takes you in and out of Slatton Dale. The Dale's busy with outlaws, so watch yourself if you go that way. Oh, and there's a fenced-off way, goes into the soldiers' territory. Skether Moor, that is. Can't recommend that. Not unless you're keen to get yourself shot or burned to a crisp. Bye. You be careful out there.